Hari Om, Jai Guru. We'll start now. Madhya Hridayakashe Chidanandamayo Guruhu Udetu Satatam Samyak Ajnanatimirarunaha. यं ब्रह्मा वरुणेन्द्र रुद्रमरुतः स्तुन्वन्ति दिव्यैस्तवैः वेदैः साङ्गपदक्रमोपनिषदैः गायन्ति यं सामगाः ध्यानावस्थिततद्गतेन मनसा पश्यन्ति यं योगिनो यस्यान्शुराशुरगणा देवाय तस्मै नमः। ॐ श्री परमात्मने नमः। अथ पञ्चदशोऽध्यायः। Louder than that. Okay, yeah? Okay. So, இப்ப நம்ம லாஸ்ட் 14 சாப்டர்ல முக்கியமான இது பார்த்தது நாண்யம் குணேப்ய கர்த்தாரம் யதா திருஷ்டானுபஷ்யதி குணேப்யஸ்ய பரம் வேதி மத்பாவம் சோதி கச்சதி. So the gunebhyasya param, அதை பத்தி தான் now we are going to see in this chapter. What is that? And we are going to understand this from a different angle. In the 15th chapter is a very small one with only 20 verses. But it's a very important chapter and also very popular. Every time before taking meals, generally this 15th chapter is chanted in many places, in many houses also. So this chapter is titled Purushottama Yoga. Purushottama means that Nirguna Chaitanyam. So Purushottama Yoga means the topic of Nirgunam Brahma, which is the main teaching of this chapter. Let us go to the first verse directly. Urdhamoolamadasyakam asvattam prahuravyayam Chandamsi yasya parnani yastam veda sa vedavit. Urdhamoolamadasyakam asvattam prahuravyayam Chandamsi yasya parnani yastam veda sa vedavit. It starts with Sri Bhagavan Vacha. I should have started with that anyway. So Bhagavan Vacha, the Lord says, Prahuhu, they speak of Avyayam Asvattam, the eternal Asvatta tree, Arasamara, of Samsara. Urdhvamulam, whose that root is above. Adashakam, whose branches are below. Yasya parnani, parnani, the leaves. So whose leaves Chandamsi are the Vedas. In that way, Chandamsi na Vedas. Yasya Parnani Chandamsi Sa Yah Veda. He who knows Tam. Who knows it? Vedavid. He is the knower of the Vedas. You know, on the word-to-word meaning. That means, Bhagavan says, they speak of the eternal tree of samsara. People tree, Aswatha, அப்படிங்கிற word இங்க யூஸ் பண்ணிருக்கு. Whose roots are above and whose branches are below. And whose leaves are the Vedas. He who knows it is the knower of Vedas. That's the meaning of that sloka. See, in the chapter, one will get Nirguna Brahma Jnana. That Brahma Jnanam is the way for moksha or freedom from the samsara. That's Brahma Jnanam. So in the chapter, Krishna explains first the nature of the material world, samsara. Or graphically, he says, comparing it with a tree and all. So he compares this samsara to a huge tree called Aswatha Vriksha. Aswatha means the people tree. Tamil it is called Arasamara. Why Aswatha Vriksha means there are several common features are there between the universe or the samsara and the Aswatha Vriksha. So samsara is therefore compared to this tree. Krishna mentions some of the common features, even though there are many. Some of them is mentioned in this chapter. So in the first verse, Aswatam Prahuhu, this entire samsara is considered to be similar to Aswatha Vriksha. And the Urdhvam means, above it means superior. There is another meaning for this. Urdhvam is also, it means beyond our comprehension. Going above the head, Tamil Adnala, it is said. And also we can say that it is originating from God. So above. So, what is superior, Urdhvam, and incomprehensible? That is Urdhvam. Which is that, Brahman or Paramatma. This superior Brahman is the moolam of the samsara tree. Moolam means the root of samsara tree. Then next is Ada Shakam. All the branches in this form of, there are in the form of 14 lokas. Adha means below. That's why it's all in the form of 14 lokas. They are all below. So the perceptible loka, that is the world, is comparable to the branches and the trunk. The imperceptible, we call Brahman or God, is compared to the root. That means inferior world is compared to the branches, superior God is comparable to the root. Now, full we are going to talk about using the Aswatha tree only. And this Aswatha Vriksham is Avyayam, means eternal. Why it is eternal? Its beginning and end cannot be traced, because it flows in the form of chain. That chain, the tree produces the seed, and the seed again produces the tree. So in the form of tree and seed, in the cycle or chain, we used to tell, egg and chicken, which came first and all. Adamari seed or the tree. So it is said to be Anadi and Antha. So it's and the human life also, if you take, it's a cyclic chain. You can never talk about the beginning of the Jiva. So even though parents are apdi pointe irukum. Adanala it is Avyayam, eternal engra word in that use pannidhu. Then Chandamsi Yasya Parnani. The sustaining and protecting leaves of the samsara tree are the Vedas. Veda means Veda prescribed karmas. Chandamsi means Vedasya karma, that is karma kanda or Vedic rituals. And the karma kanda always make the people to remain in the field of rituals. That means one should rituals are complete. Even our day-to-day, everything is included in the rituals. One should transcend the ritualistic portion and spend more time in the philosophical portion. That means enter karma kanda, purify and come to jnana kanda. Yes, tam Veda. So, yeah, tam Veda. So, the one who understands this universal tree with so many branches, leaves, fruits, etc. So, that means the one who knows this universal tree, Sa Vedavid, he alone is a wise person who has understood the scripture properly. Vedavid means Vedantavid, the one who is a jnani. That means he understands that I am beyond birth and death. And the clarity irukum. Moksha is defined as samsara nivritti, freedom from samsara. So if I do not know what samsara is, I will not know what is samsara nivritti. Therefore, in the first 2.5 verses of this 15th chapter, gives the description of samsara first. So the 15th chapter, 2nd verse, Adachchodvam prasruta tasya shaka guna pravirta vishaya pravala adachya moolanyanusantatani karmanu bandhini manushya loke. Adachchodvam prasruta tasya shaka guna prabiddha vishaya pravala adachya moolanyanusantatani कर्मानुबन्धीनि मनुष्यलोके सस्य शाखाः அப்படின்னா its branches குணப்பிரவித்தாः guna which are nourished by the gunas. Vishayaprabalaha whose shoots or buds are the sense objects. Prasrutaha apna they are spread. Adacha urdhvam below and above. Cha na further. Mulani, its roots. Anusantatani adha. They are stretched below adha. Karmanubandhini, causing actions. Where Manushya-loke, in this world of, that is world of men. So the translation is, its branches which are nourished by the gunas and whose shoots are the sense objects and they are spread below and above. Further, its roots are stretched below, causing actions in the world of men, Manushya-loke. Previous verse, Krishna mentioned God or Brahman is the primary root of samsara tree. Root. The entire visible universe is the trunk as well as the branches. And all the karma kanda or the ritualistic portion of Veda are taken as the leaves of the tree which sustain samsara vriksha. Adalda the Brahman is primary root ingadnalda it is above, that means it's not seen. Whereas the entire visible universe, அது வந்து trunk and branches இருக்கு அப்படின்னு இந்த previous இதுல பார்த்தோம். And the Veda are to be taken as the leaves of the tree which sustain the samsara vriksha. In the verse, more details about the branches of the samsara tree are given. He says, Tasya Shakha Prasrutaha. The branches of the huge samsara tree, which is the tree of life. The tree nala samsara vrikshada. They are spread far and wide. Adacha urdhvam. Some of the branches are urdhvam, above, and some of them are down below. Adacha urdhvam. And some of them are in the middle or center. That means, what is meant is, all the 14 lokas, they are all the branches of the huge samsara tree. Adala Bhur Loka, Suvar Loka, Brinlarka Naraya. They are Bhur and Suvar Lokas they are the upper branches. And then Athala, Vikala, Sutala, Rasthala, Adala, the lower branches. The branches of tree Bela. And the Bhuloka is in the middle branch. And therefore Krishna says, Adascha Urdhvam, down and up, the branches are spread. In the above and below, Abhinaka, அதான் சொல்றேன் இந்த ட்ரீயோட இது பண்றதுனால we have to every time compare என்னன்னு பார்க்கணும். ஸோ நம்ம நார்மலா உத்தம சரீரம் is higher branches along with Uttama Lokas. Madhyama Loka and Madhyama Sariram. In that means the bodies are the middle, in the middle branch. Adholoka and Adhama Sariram, inferior bodies like the animal body, the plant body, etc., are compared to lower Sariram. The Sukshma Sariram, the subtle body with the reflected consciousness, is the Jiva. Idu namakku theriyum. And the physical body is Madhyama branch. And this Jiva, Sukshma Sariram, now occupying the middle branch of samsara, is experiencing pleasures and pain. The Jiva can go to the higher lokas and get a higher body, or if papam is going to be predominant, the Jiva leaves this middle branch and takes the lower branch called animal Sariram or plant Sariram. And therefore, each type of body is also compared to a branch. Now I am occupying Manushya Sariram branch. In the next Janma, what type of Sariram will be the branch, I think, which I will get? I do not know. But our attempt is what? Not going to higher branches or lower branches. Leave the tree itself and fly high to freedom. That's our aim, especially in the last chapter. What will be the next body is not decided by Bhagavan or by fate, but decided by my free will, which I can use or abuse or misuse. So therefore he says, Guna Prabiddha, each body is determined by the three gunas. Sattviga, adala Jivitena, Sattviga Jivitana Randaga Uttama Sariram. Rajasa Karmana, Abdina Madhyama Sariram. Tamasa Karmana, na Adama Sariram. In the number 14 chapter, we saw this. Vishaya Pravalaha, all the sense objects are like the shoots, Vishaya, which are responsible for the branch. Before full-fledged branch, a penna comes out on the tree, from the trunk of the tree, initially the branches emerge in the form of small shoots. And that shoot alone is gradually nourished and will become a full-fledged branch. Chinnada or shoot mari aramche. So here also, my next body must exist in this Janma itself in the form of a shoot. So that is, and the Vishaya objects, sense object, they lead to Kama. Kama then leads to Karma. Karma leads to Karma Phala, called Punya, Papa, which determines next Sariram. So the connection of the objects to desire, and from that to action, and it leads to Punya or Papa, which decides the next Sariram. So next, the sense objects are the shoots, which are responsible for the next Sariram. Therefore, Vishaya Pravalaha. And the Adascha Moolan Anusantatani. For any tree, there will be several roots below. Krishna says there are many secondary roots, that means spreading all over. Adina the Raga, Dvesha, Asanas. They are the spreading secondary roots. Anusantatani, all over. All over Raga Dvesha are not confined to our own house. It spreads to neighborhood and the city and all. It spreads. That's the roots Mari. The secondary roots lead to karma bandhani, and the consequence are varieties of karma. That depend panni anubandhada means consequences. Idhula karma anubandhani. These number enna in the rendu idhu nam pandrom. Either getting or getting rid. Whatever we want to get, and we want to getting rid of whatever we don't like. So, that's the karma bandhana. So, the karma, because of this, any of these things which you see, whether we should get or we should get rid of, that's the entire life pura. So, this is what Manushya Loke. So, karmani bandhani Manushya Loke. In the Manushya Jagam, in the Ratalna, idella nadandru. Aduthathu. Narupamasyeha tatopalabhyate nato nachadir nachatam pratishta asvatthamenam suvirudamulam asangasastrena dridena chitva narupamasyeha tatopalabhyate nato nachadir nachatam pratishta asvatthamenam suvirudamulam asangasastrena dridena chitva Rupamasya, the form of this tree, Rupam of the tree, Tatha, as such, na upalabhyate, is not perceived. Iha, na iha here. Na adi, no beginning. Nacha, sampratishtha. Middle. Nacha anta. That means or end. Chitva. So, one should cut. Enam suviruda moolam. This well-rooted aswatha tree, dridena, not firmly, asangasastrena, with the weapon of detachment. Vairagya. So the translation is, the form of this tree is not perceived here in this world, neither its beginning, nor its end, nor its middle, that means continued existence. One should cut this well-rooted aswatha tree firmly with the weapon of detachment. When we try to probe into this universe and this life and try to understand what is the creation and what is this life, when did it begin, when will it end, and more you try to probe into this creation, the more mysterious it becomes. So, when we think it's really, it's a sort of a mystery. Eppa arambicchu solla mudiyadhu, eppa endavum solla mudiyadhu. Asya roopam na upalabhyate. Roopam naka swarupam, or the nature of the universe. It is not comprehensible. இதுக்கு அனிர்வச்சனீயம்ங்கிற வேர்டு யூஸ் பண்றது, டிஸ்கிரைபே பண்ண முடியாது. அதுக்கு ந ஆதி ந அந்தஹ. We cannot talk about the beginning because of beginning of the universe is எதுன்னு சொல்ல முடியாது. It is beginning of time. So without locating the beginning and the end, we cannot pinpoint the middle also. Nacha sampratishta, that means the middle, madhyam. So enna ipo pannom? Remove the samsara by going to the root. That means going to the root, we get rid of the samsara. The method of samsara nivritti is given in the second line of this verse. From the second half of this verse, we are entering into the second topic, which is samsara nivritti. Munnadi ella, compared to the Aswatha tree, there was a short description of samsara. இப்போ வந்து samsara nivritti upaya, அதுக்கு என்னெல்லாம் மெத்தட்னு இந்த next half verse ல இருந்து we are going to see. இதுல Krishna is going to talk about 4 methods or disciplines for samsara nivritti. These are all the 4 are very important. The first one is vairagyam. The second one is brahma vichara. Vairagyam means dispassion. Brahma vichara is inquiry into the roots of this samsara vriksha. And the third discipline is saranagati. And the fourth upaya is sadgunaha, developing a healthy, refined mind. The first one mentioned here is vairagyam. So Krishna says, first you take the sword or axe of vairagyam, and with the axe of vairagyam, you learn to reduce your dependence on the world, because world is constantly changing. So number one, we should learn to reduce our dependence on the world. It does not mean hatred. From the world of dependence, we gradually develop God dependence. God in any form, initially in the form of Ishta Devata, later when we discover that Lord is in our own heart, in the form of our own higher nature, then from God dependence, I will come to self-dependence, which is otherwise independence. So in the real independence, what is it? Dependence on myself. And therefore, number one, the attention, we have to turn our attention from world dependence to God dependence. So Krishna says, therefore, asanga sastrena. Asanga means vairagyam. That is detachment. Asanga. Sanga, asanga. Detachment. Dispassion. Asanga sastrena. Sastram means the axe or sword. Hridayana Chittva, so strongly, forcibly cut your leaning. Enam suviruda moolam asvattam. You cut the dependence on the asvatha vriksha or the samsara vriksha. Suviruda moolam, which has got very strong root. So when we need stability and security, we have to have the Lord as the source of security. This is stage number 1. World dependence to God dependence. This we call it vairagyam. There are 3 more upaya disciplines which we have to practice. That's on the next verse 15:4. Tatapadam tatparimarkijavyam yasmin gatana nivartanti bhuyah tameva chadyam purusham prapadye yada pravirti prasuta purane. Tatapadam tatparimarkijavyam yasmin gatana nivartanti bhuyah tameva chadyam purusham prapadye yada pravirti prasuta purane. Tatha, thereafter, Tatpadam, that goal, Paramargitavyam, should be sought. Gata yasmin, reaching which, Danivartante, they do not return. Bhuya, na again. Prabhatye, one should pray, I surrender. Tamevacha adyam, Purusham, to that primal God. Yata, from whom Purani Prabhiti, the ancient process of creation, Prasasita has proceeded. That is, thereafter, that goal should be sought, reaching which they do not return again. And one should pray, I surrender to that primal God from whom the ancient process of creation has proceeded. Tataha means thereafter, virag, after getting vairagya. Parimargijavyam means inquiry, vichara, searching, seeking. Seeking what? Tatpadam. Padam means that ultimate destination of life and also the ultimate substratum of samsara tree. And what is the root of or substratum of the tree? We saw earlier, Brahman. So, we inquire into Brahman. Brahma Vichara. Brahman inquiry, it is a Shastric inquiry. That means it involves guidance of a guru. We will go to the next verse also. Nirmana moha jita sanga dosha adhyatma nitya vinivritta kama dvandvair vimukta sukha dukkha samjaihi gachyante mooda padamabhyayam tat. Nirmana moha jita sanga dosha adhyatma nitya vinivritta kama dvandvair vimukta sukha dukkha samjaihi Gachyante moodha padamabhyayam tat.
Hello. Yes?
Nirmana moha. Those who are free from
Who is speaking?
pride and delusion. Manam and moha.
Yes.
Jitasanga dosha, who have conquered the evil of attachment. Jita Sanga dosha. And Vinivritta kamaha, who are free from desires. Vibhukta dvantaya, who are free from the pairs of opposite. Vimuktaha, the dvandva. Like Sukha Dukkha Samjaihi, known as pleasure and pain. Adhyatma Nitya, who are ever committed to the spiritual pursuit. Amudaha, who are wise. gachanti, attain, that abhyayam padam, that imperishable goal. Those who are free from pride and delusion, who have conquered the evil of attachment, who are free from desires, who are free from pairs of opposites like pleasures and pain, who are ever committed to the spiritual pursuit, who are wise, attain that imperishable goal. So the fourth discipline, the first three patham, adukadha the fourth discipline, sadgunaha, that is cultivation of healthy virtues. Adhaadu Vedanta friendly virtues. Idu namba the 20 virtues we have seen in the 13th chapter. Amanithyam, Adambhityam, Ahimsa, Shanti, Arjavan, and the I think 8th to 12th slokas of and the 13th chapter. So in that only a certain sample virtues are given. Nirmana moha, first and foremost, it develops humility, get rid of arrogance, pride, which unknowingly creep into our personality. Sometimes the very physical prostration, Sashtanga Namaskaram, has the capacity to develop humility. Nirmana is nothing but amanitvam of on the 13th chapter of Pathama, Vinaya. Nirmoha, freedom from delusion. That means the one who gives equal importance to spirituality also. Chidasanga dosha. Sangha means emotional slavery or emotional attachment. In fact, all our number Britham and the prescribed number scriptures, they are meant to develop that self-dependence only. Whatever we are used to, we are asked to give up for a day or a week. Right from Ekadasi, that's our practice. Next one, Vinibhitta Kamaha, not developing new dependence. That is free from fresh attachment or desires. Eating habits, oh, let us have desire. We must be free. Dvandvai vimuktaha. Those who can withstand the opposite experiences of life. The capacity to withstand the opposite experience of life, which are sometimes inevitable in life, as a series of opposites. The Sanskrit the word dvandva. That means pair. So on the those who are free from violent reactions with regard to adverse circumstances, they get really perturbed and they start shouting and all. The violent reaction. And what are the adverse experiences? Sukham, dukkam, sama. The pleasure and pain in the formula, that resilience is the virtue. That's why chapter Sugatuske Same Kritpala Balavo is the main is the Gita is the equal Samatvam Yoga Uchete Paturga. Why this is prescribed, especially the Samatvam, the real I is unaffected. I am of the nature of eternal and the pure consciousness. Therefore, I am the only source of peace, happiness and security. அதை ஞாபகம் வச்சுக்கிறது தான் அது. சோ இந்த துவந்தை, இதுக்கு சுகம் துக்கம் எது வந்தாலும் நம்ம சமமா இருந்தாக ஐ ஆம் தட், அந்த இதுக்கு போயிடுறதுக்கு பிராக்டிஸ் இது. அதனாலதான் இது இத நம்ம கீதால எல்லா இடத்துலயும் வருதுதான். அதை நம்ம பிராக்டிஸ் பண்ணிட்டாக்கா, போனதான பார்த்தோம் 15th சாப்டர் அந்த 14th வேர்ஸ் இதெல்லாம் கூட அது ரெண்டும் ஏதாவது ஒரு நமக்கு இஷ்டம். தட் மீன்ஸ் we are successful. நாக்கா don't get elated. If it is a failure, don't get depressed. இதுதான் மெயின் இதுவே கீதால பிராக்டிஸ். மற்ற இதெல்லாம் கூட இது ரெண்டு தான் ரொம்ப முக்கியம். அதனாலதான் இது அடிக்கடி எல்லா சாப்டர்லயும் இருக்கும். அடுத்த இம்பார்ட்டன்ட் வர்ச்சு வந்து அத்தியாத்ம நித்யா, ரெகுலர் ஸ்டடி ஆஃப் ஸ்கிரிப்சர்ஸ். இப்போ mental health requires regular consumption of nutritious food called scriptural study. அதுதான் it's a nutrition for the mind and intellect. அத்தியாத்மா அப்படின்னால spiritual scriptures தான். அமூடஹா, such people who follow these 4 sadhanas, vairagya, saranagati, vedanta vichara, and who follow this, amudaha bhavanti, they become wise people. Amudaha na jnani, brahmavid, sthiraprajna. So they become wise people. Mohaha na ajnanam, adukku opposite. Moodaha means ajnani. Amudaha means non-ajnani, that is jnani. அதான் இந்த இடத்துல தத்பதம் கச்சந்தி, they will reach the destination of Brahman. இந்த இப்ப மேல சொன்ன இந்த இதெல்லாம் இருக்கிறவங்க நிர்மாண மோகா ஜித சங்க தோஷ அத்தியாத்மன்ய அதெல்லாம் இருக்குவா. That means they will reach the destination of Brahman, அதாவது destination of God and we can say, அதாவது மோக்ஷா. They will certainly attain this அப்படின்னு. And what type of destination? It is avyayam, which is permanent, which is never lost, because it is wisdom. Wisdom, அது வந்துட்டா it is never lost. It is totally mind and intellect oriented. அதனால போக once it is known. முதல்ல Brahman was presented as a root of the world. Now Brahman is presented as the destination of the seeker. So Brahman is Padam, the support of the world, and Brahman is Padam, the destination of the world. Padam, அதன் மாதிரி ரெண்டு மீனிங் இருக்கு, support as well as that. ஒரு டைம் இருக்கா, 10 நிமிஷம் இருக்கு, அடுத்த பார்க்கலாம். Not 15:6. Okay. Datadbhasayate suryo na shashanko na pavakah yadgatva na nivartante tadhama paramam mama.
அவதா டீச்சர், நானே இப்பதானே சேர்ந்தேன். நன்னா பாடி, நன்னா வெரி குட்லா சொன்னா.
இதுல முக்கியமானது யத்கத்வா ந நிவர்த்தந்தே, அங்க போனா there is no return. இதான் இதுல முக்கியமானது. நதத் பாஷயதே சூர்யோ ந சசாங்கோ ந பாவகஹ யத்கத்வா ந நிவர்த்தந்தே தத்தாம பரமம் மம. சோ இந்த இடத்துல சூர்யா ந பாஷயதே, இது வந்து இத பத்தி சொல்றது, அதாவது பிரம்மனை பத்தி அந்த it explains அது எப்படி இருக்குன்னா, the sun does not illumine, that na it nashashanko nashashanka, neither the moon, அதுவும் they don't, it cannot illuminate, na pavakaha, nor the fire. Tadhama Paramam
ரிப்ளை பண்ணுமா வேண்டாமா?
Dhamma. It is my supreme abode.
இந்தா வச்சுக்கோ, உனக்கு பேமெண்ட் இந்தா இந்த பாயசம்.
Gatva yat attaining which none ever they do not return. The sun does not illuminate neither the moon nor the fire. It is my supreme abode, attaining which they do not return. In the previous verse, it was mentioned that the seekers who follow the fourfold disciplines will attain the undecaying Padam, which is called Brahman, which is the root of the universe. In the verse, Krishna says, what is the nature of that Brahman, which is the goal or destination of the seekers, or which is the substratum of the universe. So this verse is Brahma Lakshana Sloka, a verse which defines Brahman. The verse is based on the Upanishad mantra, which occurs both in Mundagala and Kathopanishad. And it is used in all temples as a regular Pannidapam. And the Deeparadhana time. அது நம்ம பார்த்துருவோம். ந சூரியோ பாதி ந சந்திரதாரகம் நேமா வித்திதோ பாந்தி குதோ எம் அக்னி அப்படின்னு வரும் அதுல. So if Brahman exists and if it is not an object, Brahman இருக்கா but it is not an object, அப்ப வேற என்னவா இருக்கும் அது? What is that? It should be the subject.
Hello.
It is very conscious being which objectifies everything but which can never be objectified. It is the experiencer of everything but which is never experienced. இதான் பிரம்மனோட இதுல டெஃபினிஷன் கொடுக்கிறது. Brahman is a consciousness principle. It illumines inert world, but it is not illumined by the inert world. It illumines matter, but it is never illuminated by matter. It knows the matter, but it is not known by the matter.
Hello.
Thus, Brahman Lakshana is finally Chaitanya Swarupam, Brahman. Chitrupam, Brahman. Satyam Jnanam Anantam, Brahman. This is the Sara of the word Shoda Sara.
பெடஸ்டல் ஃபேனுக்கு ஆர்டர் பண்ணதுக்கு
So இந்த ஸ்லோகா இப்ப பார்த்தாக்கா it says
அவ்வளவுதான், ஒரு சர்வீஸும் இல்ல.
சூரிய
ஒரு ரிமோட் நான்
Pashyate, the sunlight does not illumine the Brahma Chaitanyam,
அதை நீங்க
which is the consciousness. On the other hand, the sunlight itself is known because of the consciousness only.
phone number தான் வேணும். நீங்க எங்க இருந்து
Na sasankaha tat bhasayate. The moonlight does not illumine that Brahman,
இது வந்து
Brahma Chaitanya. Na pavakaha. Pavakaha means
அந்த ஈமெயில்
the light of the fire.
எங்க ஆளுங்க வந்து மாத்தி கொடுத்து.
So the fire does not illumine the Brahman. சூரியன் சந்திரன் பண்ணாம்போது எப்படி இது லைட் ஆஃப் ஃபயர் முடியும்? On the other hand, Brahman illumines the fire. In Vedanta, the illumine and the word it is equal to making something known. தமிழ்ல விளக்குன்னு இருக்கு. விளக்குன்னா விளக்குவது. It's not the brightness, விளக்குவதுங்கிறதுனால அது விளக்குன்னு பேரு. Because of its light, it can explain things. It shows things. அதே மாதிரிதான் இங்க. So it makes something known. இந்த brightness இப்ப சூரியன் can illumine many things, but it cannot illumine darkness. Whereas this can make us know what is darkness also. So the Brahman is a conscious principle because of which I am conscious of fire's existence and the existence of Allah. Tarakam and Vidyutaha. Tarakam means stars. Vidyut means lightning. Stars do not illumine. Flashes of lighting also do not illumine that Brahman. That Brahman is subject, the subject, observer, the conscious principle. It is very Atma. Once I know Brahman is the Atma, that is Atma Aham. So the reach pandradhukku how far I should travel? Brahman, I need not travel even a millimeter. Because by the very knowledge, I have discovered that fact that there is no distance between Brahman and me. And therefore, இதுல ஒரு important idea, அதாவது we should know, reaching Brahman is not physical event. If it is physical event, it requires time and a process. Reaching Brahman is an intellectual event. Therefore, the knowledge is a merger. Other than Jnanam, there is no other merger with the Lord. Therefore, Yat Gatva, having merged into the Brahman, merge within by dropping the notion that there is distance between Brahman and me. The notion drop it, knowing that I was never away from Brahman. I can never be away from Brahman. இது வந்துடுறது. அப்படி இருக்கிறதுனால நனிவர்த்தந்தே, இது வந்து knowledge based. So there is no question of coming back to samsara once again. When merger is in the form of knowledge, it is permanent merger. It is in the form of jnanam. அதனாலதான் யத் கத்வா, அது ஞானம் வந்துட்டு எப்படி போகும்? I know that having merged into Brahman, nanivartante, that person does not come back again. Clarity. Tad bhama paramam dhama. That destination of Brahman is nothing but, and Krishna சொல்றது என்ன? My own higher nature. Thatla Krishna நாக்க அந்த இடத்துல சொல்றதுன்னா not the Krishnaவோட அந்த உருவத்துல இல்ல, higher nature. So 7th chapterல பரா பிரகிருதி அபரா பிரகிருதின்னு பார்த்தோம். இந்த பரா பிரகிருதி தான் நிர்குண சைத்தன்யம், அபரா பிரகிருதி சகுண சரீரம் of the Lord. And therefore, Arjuna, after சொல்றார், my body is my lower nature and the consciousness is my higher nature. Dhamma naka means Swarupam. So, இந்த understanding, அதனாலதான் இது வந்து நம்ம இந்த clarity இருக்கும்போது there is no separate போய் அதுக்குன்னு போய், there are people who do it. அதுக்குன்னு எல்லாத்தையும் போய் இது பண்ணுங்கிற அவசியம் இல்லை. இது வந்து if it is intellect based, knowledge based, புரிஞ்செடுத்து கிளாரிட்டி வந்துடுது. இப்ப பேசுறேன்னாக்கா பிகாஸ் ஆஃப் தட், கேட்கறதுன்னா அது இதனால, தொடறேன், உட்கார்ந்துருக்கேன், எவ்ரிதிங் இஸ் பிகாஸ் ஆஃப் தட். சோ தட் பிரசன்ஸ் இஸ் ஆல்வேஸ் ஃபெல்ட், ஆல்வேஸ் ஃபெல்ட். சோ இந்த இதுதான் இந்த பர்டிகுலர் ஸ்லோகால இட்ஸ் எக்ஸலண்ட். Next class, once more, then we'll go to the 7th verse, which is also equally very important. ஏன்னா அதுலயும் மமேவாம்சோ ஜீவலோகேன்னுங்கிறத சொல்றது, அதுதான் எல்லாமே. அதுனாக்கா நான், when I become that, everything is I-ங்கிறது இது ஈகோனால சொல்லல, அண்டர்ஸ்டாண்டிங்னால. So that we will see in the next class, next Thursday. Hariom. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.